Progress. Scott Leisure back on the Leisure Podcast. Welcome out there in Leisure Land. Jackie Selby, how you doing?
How's it going, Leisure World?
It's leisurely today for sure, man. We were talking before we started. Now it sounded like Jackie was not having quite the leisurely day on the B station on air because there was no air, right?
Oh my gosh, the air conditioning has been compromised for weeks. So I'm in there doing contests and stuff, and I can feel the trickle of sweat down my back. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Well, it's been pretty cool. We're starting to that fall's starting to set in here in the mile.
It is. What are your temperatures?
Oh, it's like kind of right now. I'm looking outside the leisure weather patio, and we've got like some overcast skies, some little breeze, some precipitation coming in probably.
No.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad. I don't do winter well.
Oh, so. I forgot. You and I are opposite. I like the winter. Give me the winter.
Yeah. So there's that. I mean, I don't want to be in a stuffy studio sweating down my back or anywhere else terrible. By that.
Yeah.
so that the station is strictly 80s music, right?
No.
Oh, no, okay. I'm confused.
No, it's just like cozy.
Okay. All right. So So what?
I played Mariah Carey yesterday.
I'm sure you did.
I'm
sure you did. What is there one song that is more in repetition that you really, when it comes on, you just get that cringe? Or is it Mariah?
Well,
there's got to be one song you're like, oh, fuck, here it is again.
I think it's Chicago, You're the Inspiration.
Oh, man, that's not even good Chicago.
It's just...
That's bad Chicago.
The way it
Chicago's
starts
cool.
And everything.
Yeah, nails on the chalkboard.
Da-da-da.
But like good Chicago, like up at Sugarloaf, up at the recording studio here in Netherlands, when they were up there recording, the horns, 25 or 64, that's good. That's classic Chicago, but that's 80s
70s music though.
Yeah, that 80s MTV Peter Cetera crap love.
Yeah. It makes me want to Ralph. Yeah.
Yuck. Wow. So I did not blame Jackie with the video mix-up, but since we put the Australian, oh man, I've watched more episodes of that. The Australian
border security.
Thank you. The Australian border security video on the last episode, like YouTube blocked it because it was blocked in Australia. For all of our listeners in the leisure down under, so we might, I can put the video on Spotify, but I kind of like just having the audio on Spotify. So we might toy with some different.
Are you kicked off forever?
No. Just that episode isn't appearing. But
okay.
I mean, maybe we'll find some different leisurely, more relaxed, I guess would be a better word. Less censored or relaxed.
There's
vehicles.
One guy I follow who's a alternative journalist. I think he posts on PeerTube.
PeerTube?
No, tube. Like tube. YouTube.
Oh, okay, PeerTube. Not like Pier 2 out in like wherever. Off the pier fishing.
No, from pier to pier.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, piers, like we're peers.
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes
pier tube. So I don't know. If it was just that one episode, now listen, okay, that border security thing, don't you think it reinforces the worst stereotypes that we have of other people?
So awesome, man.
Have you seen the one about the American lady who went over there to be part of a sex slave thing?
No.
Oh my gosh.
The guy who was meeting his online lover that he'd never met, and
I saw that one.
All of his shit up and flew to Australia, and they wouldn't let him in because he only had like $100.
Right.
Yeah.
I know they check your, it's kind of scary. They can check your phone. They take your phone. Mm-hmm. I guess you're subject to search and seizure if you're trying to enter their country.
Another girl had traces of cocaine everywhere on her body, but she had no cocaine on her, so they let her in. But they were like, her swab came back, they just pop it in this machine, and there's this
Yeah.
red alert: cocaine, cocaine, cocaine. um yeah, obviously Hunter has never traveled lately Australia, but yeah, Biden, oh man. So okay, let's dive into it. Let's dive into the elephant. So
Okay.
the student payback deal,
All
right?
right.
I get it. I mean, the, no payback is good. I mean, even the other loan deal, the business loan payback, not, I mean, there's no freebie. We're all paying at some point. Am I right? Is that your take?
They're printing the money.
They're printing the money. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's the bailout of Chrysler, it's a bailout of Ford in 2008 or whatever it was. It doesn't matter if it's the, it doesn't matter. They're printing money and giving it away. And I believe that it's, so that they can have a win at the midterms and also in the presidential, because it's not going so well otherwise.
A little coincidental with the timing. A little coincidental.
And to the whole Trump thing, they're
And
just
the
trying to
whole Trump
discredit that guy. I mean, what do you have to show up with machine guns? And I'm not a Trump lover. I say this over and over.
No, yeah,
But
we've established that.
but you don't need to show up to it. The guy's not home. And you show up with, guns drawn and machine guns, and you're going through the wife's underwear and stuff like that. This is politically motivated, and you're not supposed to use the United States resources to go after your political enemies, especially when they're domestic.
And there's been a million people that have gone into that house. Did you hear about the lady that was, do you know the what is it? The Rothschild family? It's a very, like, one of the wealthiest families in the world. And this Ukrainian lady posed as like a member of the family and like infiltrated Trump and went in and was hanging out at his house. And you don't have haven't heard anything about this lady?
Mm-mm.
She was infiltrating Trump and golfing with him. And oh yeah, it's nuts, man. Did I have that one brought up? No, I did not have that one brought up. But yeah, look at it. She posed at, just Google, Roth's child,
Mm-hmm.
Trump, and it'll come right up.
Okay.
I mean, all kinds of people have been there. He had a party a few months before that, I guess, a viewing party. What was funny was ABC News, which is what the outlet that I was just caught that on and was reading it. They wouldn't mention the movie, but they had a screening of the Mules, 2000 Mules, right?
Okay.
And all these people were there. The pillow guy was there.
Oh.
The best guess, though, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should search him. Vanilla Ice was there. Vanilla Ice, Vanilla Ice.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't play that on the B station, do
No.
they? No.
Oh man.
I always laugh. I hear Vanilla Ice, and I think it was a VH1 when they were talking to him about the song, and he's like, well, no, see, the Queen song goes dun 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 dun, and mine goes dun 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 dun. I'm like, oh yeah, now that you mention it, they don't sound anything alike. But yeah,
He ripped it off. So they're printing the money.
they're printing
right?
the money. Yeah,
And they're doing lots of things for lots of people who aren't me and you with it.
that's true. That's true. I mean, there could be, we should all just get fronted 10 grand towards our college, but the colleges probably all raise their prices 10 grand anyhow, so to offset everything.
Oh, it's madness about the prices of higher education.
Yeah,
I really feel bad for any kid who's going into it right now. I was shopping at Target, and two younger women were helping me. They were both behind the counter, and I said, "Are you guys college students? Because it's really close to the University of Utah."
Right.
No, we can't afford to go to college. We're working here. You know what I mean? If they have working class parents, or they don't have parents who can contribute, even going to community college is a stretch.
Even back in the 80s and 90s, though, working in the restaurant industry, there would be so many people I would work with that had college degrees they're like, I make more money doing this. I can't get a job. That was, a while ago, but still, I mean, yeah, it's not for everybody. I've got this brought up. Now this is Biden announcing this, okay? And
Was this the one where he walked off into the lawn by himself? Like
no,
it took
no,
a
no, no,
turn
no,
and
no,
went
no,
whoop
no,
and
no,
went
no.
right
It's not
off.
that good. It's
Oh.
not that good, but it's Biden announcing the student thing. But
Oh.
so the first clip I want to play is he gets really kind of racist, man.
Uh-oh.
I know you find that hard to believe, but he did. I mean, listen, he's talking about let's get, you got that? You can see that, right?
Yeah. Why is he squinting? Go ahead.
Well, he's always squinting. He's got to make himself look mean. All right, so listen what he says.
Harm of COVID imposing on individuals, families, and businesses. We're all over there with recovery. Look,
I can't hear him.
You can't hear him. Of course, I have to get the crappy.
Provided loans to small businesses so they could stay afloat and take care of their families and their employees. We provided assistance to people to put food on the table. Remember those long lines you guys would all film?
Anyhow, he was saying that this is going to benefit, Afro-American and Mexican families, because those are the ones that have a hard time getting jobs and a hard time getting their mortgage. Like, he straight up, I'm like, okay, that's not racist, but he gets away with it. That's a bummer. I was wondering about that sound on that clip, but yeah, if you
Do we
can
have to go for the race card? Can't we just talk about Americans as Americans? Can we get rid of that?
Well, it's
The race
about,
card, the
like you
gay
said,
card, the trans card, aren't we all just Americans? Can't we all have the same rights?
he's grabbing votes.
Yeah.
He's grabbing votes. Yeah. If you get time and you can tolerate at least
Okay.
zipping through that,
All right.
I would do that. Next up. Oh, we talked about Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. Paul Pelosi.
Oh boy.
Pelosi.
He finally gets a DUI at 82.
And he got 5 days in jail. 5 days. 5 days in jail. We've got.
You imagine how many times he drove drunk. We were talking about this with Ann Heche. You know how many times somebody drives drunk before they actually get caught? Thousands.
Oh,
They
yeah.
estimate you've driven thousands of times.
Yeah, it's
I did. Probably my whole life till I got caught.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I drive better when I'm drunk, man. Yeah. Here is the. So here, this is the dash cam.
Oh yes, I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen
Fantastic.
this?
No.
Well, the thing to do, well, obviously he's drunk because he can't even stand up without holding onto the car.
Really?
Yeah, but at one point, and I hope it plays long enough into this clip because I didn't really search to see what time it was at in this clip. But he tells the cop, he's like, I'm a predominant person. He tries to pull that card. So, let's see. Here we go, and full screen. Here we go. Play. Oops, I paused. Sorry.
Now can you rig the audio through here?
I'll let you try the test with both people.
Oh my gosh.
I'll give you like a pre-trial run.
There you go.
You can try it with both feet, see which one you feel more comfortable with, and then once you're ready, just let me know.
He probably couldn't do it sober.
No.
Are you sure you can complete the test?
A lot of people can't.
Because I really don't want you to fall over and hurt yourself. That's the last thing I want. Right, but that defeats the whole purpose of the test. Grabbing on.
Yeah, let me just grab on here.
Defeats the whole purpose, you old fart.
You old fart, you drunk old fart.
He's as drunk as a lord.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 days.
Can he walk at all? What is happening?
He's
On your legs, and I don't
pretty shaky on his legs.
Oh,
That's
my
what the cop
heavens.
says. Yeah.
Oh, this is.
I don't feel comfortable having you perform the test because I don't want you to
he can't,
This is so grim.
he's so drunk that they don't even want him doing the test at all.
Did you, by any chance, make a note of his blood alcohol level?
I did not. I mean, the guy can't even stand up. Do we need the numbers?
No, you're absolutely right. I just I don't know how stable he is anyways. He
Well,
doesn't look like a real active fellow, like he's doing yoga or
Yeah, he's
anything.
not Jack LaLanne
Right.
or Richard Simmons. Where is Richard Simmons? He went into hiding, huh?
Hiding.
Yeah. Whoa.
Flipped his wig, huh?
Speaking of hiding, they're up to 4 bodies out of Lake Mead now. So I was doing some research. Do you know there's a B-29 at the bottom of Lake Mead?
No.
280 feet down. It sunk there in 1948. And it was
Are they testing it?
yeah, they were doing some sort of what was weird was they were doing some sort of test up high, and for some reason these guys went low, and they were supposed to be, they thought their instruments were off, was what I read. They thought they were like 400 feet above the water, but they were not. They clipped the water and sunk this thing. Well, now all these diving expeditions out of Vegas, they've got like the B-29 dive. You can dive down and see it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't really foresee that thing getting that low. I was looking at some graphs, where am I at? So back to
Paul Pelosi.
yeah, I know, and I've got to get over this.
Really?
tab.
Why?
Oh, there
I
it
don't-
is. There's
there it
part
is.
of it. Yeah. There it is.
Oh my.
That's nuts, huh? Then we go.
It's kind of creepy.
These are the elevation levels, though, of Lake Mead by month, by year. I mean, if you go into like 56 here, I mean, it's the today's level, I think I saw was like 1040 or 1050. But look, even back in 1957, 1095. So this thing's been low before.
What was it? The height was 83.
The what?
The depth of the lake was at its highest. I mean, the level was at its highest in 1983.
83. So
I think so.
83, we're looking 1200.
That's 1962.
I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, we'll go.
There we go. 1200. Yeah, it's still about 1200.
I think that's its highest was in 1983. I think I read.
Yeah, that's about there's 1200.
Yeah.
In early 2000s.
Well, you're as bad as Paul Pelosi. I hope they don't pull you over. What are you gonna? How are you gonna do the test without your glasses on? Jesus.
Oh, whoa, oh! I didn't know you wore glasses. What is that behind you? Now I can see that. Is that your safe?
Yeah, look at the painting that was covering the safe.
Well, if the FBI, they're going to know
down.
exactly where to go to find your documents.
Ah, boy. They're going to look through my underwear?
Well, they didn't. Yeah, they might. I'm not wearing any underwear, so they're not going to look through mine. 2021, we've got
way too much
1085.
information.
I know. Sorry, FBI. Anyhow, yeah. More bodies. How many hits seriously have been dumped out in Lake Mead? Do you think?
I don't know.
Bugsy, are you there?
I think they would be those guys. I don't know.
Or are they just out in the desert?
That's what I'm thinking, is that they, buried him in the desert. What are you drinking?
This is hop tea.
What is in it?
It's hops. It's like it's a black tea with hops. It's got a little fizz to it. I actually might have a lead to get this guy on.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're refreshing. If you like hops.
I don't know. What's hop?
Hops.
It's beer.
Huh?
Beer.
Yeah. Well, hops are in beer, but this is non-alcoholic.
Oh, but does it taste like beer? It's not
Tastes like hops. Yeah, it's got a little.
a step to back towards drinking.
No, not at all. Although if I had just like any of the newly, like anybody struggling out there that's new, I would not pick one of these up. I might, if I were you though, I might pick one of these up.
There's your book.
I got it. I got a copy in the mail.
Look at that beautiful thing.
Look at that thing.
How many pages?
Well, you have to have a minimum of 75 pages. So that means I had to put 70 poems in this thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Along with my art.
I'm so impressed. Is it under your real name or Leisure?
Leisure.
Okay.
Leisure.
Why do you do that?
Well,
I just never knew the story.
because when I had the opportunity to do the little radio thing about a boulder back in 2000, I had no name. We didn't have a name for it. And literally the guy was like, so what are you guys going to talk about? And I was like, well, we'll talk about sports and music and, things go around town. And he was like, you mean like leisure stuff? And I was like,
There you go.
yeah, that's
the
what we
name.
called it, the Leisure Show. And it just like, then it just became like a play on words, so
Cute.
it just
Good.
became fun.
Oh,
And
that's
then,
neat.
going on Facebook, if I use that, you got like a little rock star action
Yeah.
with it. And honestly, if anybody's looking for me under my, birth certificate name, they're
Yeah.
not going to find me, which is good, which means if I want to find you, I'll find you. You can't find me if I don't,
Fair enough.
fair enough,
Yeah.
So D. Snyder, you know who
Yeah.
D. Snyder is,
Mhm.
right? D. Snyder tweeted out. So D. Snyder, we're not gonna take it.
Mhm.
Blah 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 blah. He was going off about the fact that he wrote that song against. He's a very left-wing gentleman, apparently.
Oh.
Even though he also was one of the guys that was very big in standing up for censorship back in the 80s. Remember when they had all the trials and him and Frank Zappa were really
Mhm.
speaking up against censorship because they wanted to put the labels on the records. Yeah. But now he's saying that he wrote that against conservative. It's just like,
I believe that's the other way around, but that's
Yeah.
the world we're living in. Everything is flipped around.
bizarro.
Bizarro. How about this one? I got a bizarro for you.
Go for it.
In New York State,
Yes.
somebody bothered to bring this to the legislative floor, and it passed that they should put a over 21 label on cans of Ready Whip. Because kids are buying them
They're
to
huffing it.
suck the gas off of it.
Yeah. We would have flat whipped cream in the restaurants all the time. You grab and because they
It
go in the
changes your
cooler.
voice, but it got you high. I didn't know it got you
They
high.
go in there and huff it.
Oh,
Whippets too.
whippets are from whipped cream.
I know
That's
but
from real
you can-
whipping
yeah,
cream.
you can.
Yeah.
There are canisters that use the actual whippets, but then there's just like like Ready Whips that you buy it.
That's what I mean. Ready Whip. Because somebody complained that there was, Ready Whip cans all over a certain neighborhood.
Because they're huffing it. They've done that for that shit. That was 30 years ago. People were huffing that stuff at the restaurants.
That's what, but don't you think that's a waste of taxpayer money and legislative time? And
It's pretty dumb. It's pretty, yeah. Unless they can't be littering the streets with them.
whipped cream cans. Oh
Whipped
my
cream.
God, there's a whipped cream can. Bend over and pick it up. How about that?
Yeah. Recycle.
Put it in the
Recycle.
trash can.
Recycle.
Oh, so you got to be 21. I never saw a bunch of little kid hoodlums going over to the Ready Whip section and grabbing half a dozen. Have you?
No. 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 I didn't know.
Me neither. And I've spent a good deal of time at the Ready Whip section
Jackie's just standing there
in my
like
life.
this.
I love Ready Whip. I've stand in the milk department like any other person that goes to the grocery store a couple of times a week.
What about those short people at the grocery store? Always have to ask. You do get asked or no? Are you one of those short people?
I thank you am one of the short people.
Have you asked anybody to get anything off the top shelf this week?
Not this week.
Okay.
It's
Have
a
you
rare
been to the
occasion.
grocery
I
store this
wait
week?
for a hot guy to come by.
Well, see there, you've got a game.
I'm
at
like,
least.
oh, look at him. Ooh, yeah, he's tall.
You've got a game.
Yep.
Jackie's like, can you? I don't need that really, but I decided I want to try it. Can you grab me one of those?
Yep. And now I noticed I started throwing in the old card. I'm like, I'm just too old to get that off the top shelf.
Really?
I'm just too old. Idiotic, huh?
Yeah, that's a little silly.
I know. But then still then the guy goes, oh no, you're as young as you feel.
You're as young as
kinda-
the girl you're feeling. I mean, you're as young as you feel. Oh, wow. Wow.
That's
So
funny.
speaking of feeling young girls, so that diary is out now, Biden's daughter.
What?
Yeah. The guys that went in 2020 and stole this diary apparently for Project Veritas.
Oh,
It was, I can't believe, what were you in like stuck in a hot studio all day or something?
I
Listening
was.
to
I'm just only half of my brain's working.
Adele and
Yeah.
Billy
Well,
Joel.
we had a lot of stuff to talk about today. We had high school football. Buster does the high school football picks now on B98.7.
I saw that, man. But he always goes to the one end zone. You got to figure something out, man.
No, we have a new strategy this week. We have a referee on the field and we have a cheerleader. Just
So,
posted today. Anyway, go ahead.
Jackie's dog's name is Buster, and they lay this football field down. They put a treat on one end zone and a treat on the other end zone for the high school football in Salt Lake. And Buster goes to the same end zone and grabs the treat out of the same end zone
No,
every week.
I'm telling you, I tried a new strategy this time. The video just posted. So week 2 is in the books.
Is he going to either end zone or does he just go to the other one
You'll see.
now? Okay, I'll have to watch.
So anyway, that's what I was doing. And then what else happened today? Oh, that new Elton John and Britney Spears single
How is that?
came out. It's very good, actually.
Yeah.
It's very good. I'm not an Elton John fan like over the long haul because I've heard the song so many times, but it's
Right.
really fresh with what he's been doing with these little remixes. So
Yeah, he's an angry old man though.
you think?
If you ever
What?
see like an interview, he just seems bitter.
Well, I would be too.
Yeah.
He really had his, youth stolen from him from his wicked upbringing. So
Yeah.
he's one of us.
He is one of us. Yeah, he is. He's in recovery.
He's long, 30,
Yeah.
32 years sober.
Yeah. Amen to that. Amen to Elton John. I will check out that song though.
It's really cute.
Yeah, there's some good Elton John songs. I don't dislike Elton John. It's just usually not, if if my druthers is to listen to Elton John or the Chili Peppers, I'm gonna go Chili Peppers.
Hmm.
Probably 11 times out of 10.
Well, sure.
But anyhow, this there are some excerpts in this diary about Joe and some inappropriate showers and
With the girl?
with his daughter. Yeah. Now the defense is, well, is this real? Is this diary real?
He can do no wrong. He's got a son who's done this thing.
He can do no wrong.
And anyone but Trump. Remember, that was the thing. Anyone but Trump. That's what happened. Anyone but Trump.
I think this Mar-Lago thing, it seems to have bolstered Trump a little bit. Would you say?
Yeah, it either
And-
it did one thing or the other, right? It made the one side mad and it made the other side glad. I don't know.
It bolstered him and it bolstered, it's really kind of bolstered DeSantis to the front. That whole side of the political sphere or spectrum. The guy that's going against DeSantis, though, he's a little creepy. His big defense that DeSantis he hates this and he hates this and he uses like these strong words, hate, and I'm about love.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's a very immature position, actually. I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in the public, I just don't, oh,
It's all politics.
it scrambles my brains. Mhm.
I know that's what I just had, like, it's been just one of those weeks where it just seems like everything is just like, yeah, we must be going into retrograde or something.
Something. I think that's true, actually. Tell you the
Check
truth.
my retrograde calendar. Yeah. Huh. Maybe that's, retrograde affects communications, and like your cell phone, you'll drop calls, your cable might go out, stuff like that. Maybe retrograde had something to do with that YouTube and the Australian listeners and
Oh, maybe.
blocking
That's funny.
us. Blah. Man.
I don't know. Where is that thing? I'm looking for it.
I'm going to
Fiddler's.
Fiddler's Green tomorrow night.
Who are you going to see?
I'm gonna go see Breaking Benjamin, Bush, who I'm really stoked to see.
Bush.
Yeah, Bush.
Wow.
And Alice in Chains, or the band, the present form of Alice in Chains.
We live in that era, don't we? That bands are acting, like one guy who used to play with them on one album. He's the only guy now.
Yeah, I know, like, the other main guy, like the guitarist guy, I can't think of his name right now. He's still there. I mean, obviously Lane Staley died. Bush is Bush, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
Me and the kid and one of his buddies. So
Good.
his buddy literally asked my kid, "Your dad's not going to leave early, is he? Because I want to see Breaking Benjamin." And I was like, "Well, first of all," because his name is Ben. So I'm like, "Well, Ben, first of all, bro, they're not the last act out."
No way. They'll be
So
first.
you won't have to worry about missing them. Secondly, I'm not planning on leaving early. If I do leave early, it'd be like one song early to get ahead of the drunks, But yeah, should be a good time. One of those last.
That's nice.
One of those last little hurrahs before that weather really changes. What are you looking up?
Okay, I was trying to find the retrograde. Sorry, I never made it. But I do have something kind of interesting. I'm doing the okay. So you've heard of JBL speakers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you know that they were invented here in Salt Lake City?
I did not.
The guy, his name was J.B. So his initials, and then his last name is Lawrence, or I'll look it up for you. But anyway,
I was going to ask what JBL stood for.
JB, his initials.
Mhm.
And then headphones were invented here at the Baldwin Radio Factory. Same with the JBL guy. Now, Baldwin radios used to be a big thing. Anyways, it's a big factory, and it's closed down in the however long ago, but it's here in this part of Salt Lake City in a neighborhood called Mill Creek. And so their arts council took it over a number of years ago and refurbished the whole thing. It was like anyway, so
Cool.
There's the Mill Creek Arts Festival tomorrow. It's a one-day thing.
Very nice.
Here's the interesting part is
Do
that
tell.
the building is now 100 years old. It was built in 1922. Most radio stations in all the big cities, the ones that are just have 3 letters in them, like in Salt Lake, it's KSL. Anyway,
we had KLZ here.
Yes,
KOA. Yeah.
KOA. They're the big AM radio stations,
Right.
because that's all there was when radio first started. anyways, that radio is 100 years old is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, it's a big thing with their 100-year anniversary of the building. So I'm going over to the radio factory tomorrow to see the arts festival.
You're not dressing like the bee though.
No,
This is a non-radio event.
I'm
You're
going to
just
go as a
to hang.
civilian. Yeah.
You're going as a civilian, hoping there's some stuff on the top shelf.
Yep. They do want me to go
Nice.
around to all the notable places in the bee costume and do some photography. So if there's like an event at that thing, then we can have that on a graphic. Anyway.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's fun. That's fun. The and so we've got JBL speakers and we've got Cheez-Its, right?
Headphones. Oh yeah, the Cheez-Its are up in yes, the Pepperidge Farm. is
Pepperidge
up in-
Farms. They're
yeah.
not the goldfish, not Cheez-Its. Same
right
thing
in Logan, Utah.
in Logan, Utah. Now, have you got any more?
No.
No, you're savoring that last bag, aren't you?
Oh,
ate
they're
them
long gone. Are
Yeah,
you
ate
kidding?
them all. What am I thinking?
It was only a little bag. It wasn't a jumbo.
It looked big on TV.
No. So anyways, it's interesting. It doesn't matter what town you live in, you find interesting things about it. I think.
Yeah, yeah. Now you've got me thinking of interesting things in Arvada, Colorado. They had a gold strike. That's about it. Oh, and
right.
the KK and the KKK
And the
used to,
KKK.
like, meet here, yeah.
And let's see.
And
There's something else.
No, that's about it, man.
Is
We
it?
have trains and cops.
Well, and the Arvada Center.
The Arvada Center. Oh, yeah, there's different things to do here. I'm just saying, what would it be? What, like, our history? What is Arvada known for? There was a
Oh,
gold
for
strike.
sure, mining. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
was
true.
I was on my way to work today, and I was literally like 5 minutes after a wreck. Like, if I would have
Oh.
been 5 minutes ahead, I couldn't figure out how the cars collided, but you never know. But that's kind of weird when you get there and it's just happened, because they're
Oh,
helping, like there's people helping people getting
Oh,
out of
yuck,
cars
yuck,
and stuff.
yuck.
And you're just like, oh damn.
yeah. I still can't shake the Anne Heche thing. I really can't. It's still haunting me.
It's still jacking you up.
Well, when I think about it, not all the time, because there's just stuff that they're never going to tell us.
Well, yeah. It's
Here comes Buster.
oh my gosh, there he is.
Buster the Wonder Dog.
Buster.
He's
the
not
Wonder
wearing his bee
Dog.
costume. Come here, buddy.
Oh, that's right. He does the pics in the bee costume. That's right. I'd kind of blocked that out. Yeah, dressing dogs up. I don't get it.
Oh, well.
We put a handkerchief on my dog, and I kind of even feel weird doing that, but she looks kind of cool with it.
Yeah, she looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, she looks good. It's National Dog Day.
I know.
Yeah. it's
See, I
National
was
Dog Day.
busy in the content, engagement production department today. That's why I missed all the hard
You were
news.
in the sweat department.
I was.
My dog likes to live downstairs. She won't even come up here if I call her. If I shake the food or if I open a bag, yeah, she'll be right up here.
Well, she
But-
lives down there with the kid.
She hangs out with the kid down there, but he's not home right now. And that's like her lair. That's like her little
Oh.
domain. Yeah. So all good.
Oh,
All good. Happy dog day.
Yeah, happy dog day.
day.
you darn dog.
Darn dog. Well, I don't know.
What else you got?
That's the list of crap is done.
All right. Well, I
This was
I
the
told
best
you
thing.
what I
This
wanted to
was
tell
the
you.
best. This was the best thing on the
Oh.
leisure podcast today.
Yes.
The book.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Message me or find me on Facebook, Scott Leisure, and I'll get you hooked up on a better price than you can get on Amazon. But it's pretty.
What is the price?
Amazon listed at $28. I can get it delivered and shipped to you for like $22, $23. I think is where I'm at.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
I'm impressed. You're a published author. And your screen froze.
you froze up. What was that?
That was weird.
It's
Retrograde.
I'm telling you, retrograde. Let's get done with this before
right.
we start getting sucked in.
Okay.
All right. Be good. I'll talk
Thanks,
to you next
man.
week.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye,
Talk to you
Scott.
later. Bye.